Good evening, all. It is my privilege to introduce today's moderator, Ms. Vani Srivastava. Ms. Vani Srivastava has dedicated over 15 years to the field of education, working in various roles across schools in India and Kuwait. She is currently teaching at St. Joseph's School in Abu Dhabi, where she instructs grades 11 and 12 in psychology and serves as the head of the department. Additionally, she teaches home science to senior secondary students. Ms. Srivastava has significant experience in curriculum development and academic framework design, having served as an academic coordinator and a member of the Teachers Resource Center in India. She is committed to being a facilitator who empowers learners, helping them apply classroom knowledge to real-life situations. Ms. Srivastava focuses on enriching student experiences through innovative and engaging teaching methods that always allow room for improvement. Hearty welcome, Ms. Vani Srivastava. Please proceed. We wish you all the best.
Good evening, everybody. I extend a warm welcome to you all on behalf of Extra Mile, which is a unique platform offering both online and offline training. It was founded by Dr. Abdul Salam, who's also the visionary behind BTAT. With a strong network of expert trainers, Extra Mile is fully equipped to deliver on-demand, on-site training throughout India. I want to start by sincerely thanking Dr. Abdul Salam and Extra Mile Education and Training for this incredible opportunity. What, why, when, and how? Such simple words, but they never fail to resonate with our thoughts. Our today's session on the art of questioning, how to make questions of assertion and reasoning, etc., focuses on the strategies to frame questions to stimulate deeper learning in classrooms and beyond. Extra Mile, along with the expertise of our resource person, Ms. Priya Murli, is excited to share valuable insights regarding the various strategies for discovering answers by asking questions. Art of questioning refers to the teacher's ability to ask thoughtful, open-ended questions that promote critical learning, thinking, and engagement among students. It is now my privilege to introduce our distinguished speakers for the evening. I am honored to present Dr. Abdul Salam. Dr. Salam is a distinguished figure in the education sector, known for his extensive contributions as a CBSE resource person and a master trainer. He has significantly impacted educational standards in India through his role as an assessor for the National Accreditation Board for Education and Training under the Government of India. As the founder and CEO of Extra Mile Education and Training and the Bharat Transformers Academic Group, Dr. Salam is at the forefront of initiatives aimed at enhancing learning experiences and educational outcomes. His dedication to education is truly inspiring. Sir, it is truly a privilege to have you with us today. I now invite you to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, Ms. Vani Srivastava. Good evening, everybody. Respected Priya ma'am,
Yes, sir.
and Biju sir, and all the participants. Thank you for joining. Priya ma'am.
Yes, sir. I'm with you.
Thank you for offering this session. Actually, this is a wonderful, topic which everybody should, pay more attention to, because effective learning depends upon effective questioning. Questioning is an art, so that's why it is an art of questioning. So thank you so much, participants, for joining. We will have a lot of takeaways from Priya ma'am, no doubt, because the art of questioning promotes effective learning. It's a fundamental way of learning, actually, and it promotes critical thinking, and it also helps students understand complex concepts. It all depends upon how the questions are asked, how we ask the questions. So nowadays, for to develop or enhance 21st century skills, the different ways of questioning which promotes critical thinking is the need of the hour. Let's pay attention to Priya ma'am today, and let's benefit from this session a lot. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Once again, hearty welcome to Extra Mile Education and Training. Over to the moderator. Thank you. Over to you, Vani ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Salam sir, for the kind introduction and setting the note for today's discussion. Ladies and gentlemen, we are also privileged to have with us Mr. Biju S. Pillai, the co-founder of Bharat Transformers Academic Group. With vast experience in the education sector, including his role as principal of several renowned CBSE schools, Mr. Pillai has made significant contributions to the field. Sir, it is a true honor to have you with us today. I now invite you to address the gathering and share your valuable insights.
Thank you, Vani ma'am. Good evening to all respected educationists, especially our program director, Dr. Abdul Salam sir, resource person, Priya Murli ma'am, and all other respected personalities on the dais. Now, as our program director told, it's a very important topic to be discussed with, like what our management is right now doing. When we take a lesson or a particular topic, the children are given the maximum freedom to incubate 1 week questioning. That means one child has to prepare at least 150 to 200 questions, so that the test of reasoning of the MCQ altogether every weekend, the first period will be at least 80 marks, 1-word questions, which children prepares and selected by the teachers. So that much importance the each management is giving, especially that board examination children, 10th and 12th, and the JEE NEET examination children also will get much benefits out of this test of reasoning. So the question, creating the questions, thinking capacities, their reasonable, everything depends upon the minute way of elaborating the topic by asking more and more questions. So today we have a wonderful personality here to tell and make us aware more about this particular topic. So I welcome all the respected personalities for today's evening, and let us take the maximum advantage out of Priya Murli ma'am's class. Thank you all. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. Dear educators, let's move on to today's highlight. Resource person for today's session is Ms. Priya Murli, a teaching professional with over 2 decades of teaching experience in schools in Madurai, Mumbai, and Muscat. She started her wonderful journey as a teacher at the Mahatma Montessori Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Madurai, from 1990 to 1994. She has worked with the Indian School Muscat from 2001 to 2020 as a teacher in the primary section. Currently, the principal of the Mahatma Global Gateway Madurai, peer assessor for school quality assessment and accreditation by CBSE, lead auditor registered with the International Registrar of Certified Auditors, and also a certified National Accreditation Board for Educational and Training Assessor. Ma'am was the first person from the Sultanate of Oman to be selected as a peer assessor for school quality assessment and assurance framework conducted by CBSE. She has been awarded with the prestigious Best Teacher Award in 2018 by the CBSE, the only person to receive the award in the Gulf for that year. She is also the resource person for the CBSE Center for Excellence, and also has authored a book on experiential learning. An ardent specialist in relationship management, she has created a niche in raising the bar of performance of teachers and students. Ma'am, it is truly a privilege to have you with us as a speaker for today's session. On behalf of everyone present, I extend a warm and sincere welcome to you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's explore how we can frame questions which will not only inculcate in the students the skills of recalling, but also empower them in in-depth reasoning, giving them opportunities for creative thinking while connecting the learner to the real-world experiences. I now invite Ms. Priya Murli to take over the session for the evening. Ma'am, thank you so much for the initiative.
Yeah. Can I start, ma'am? With your...
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Sir, Salam, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We
Yes,
are eager
yes,
to.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Yeah, good evening to all the participants. Good evening to all the participants, who have joined in for the session across India. At the outset, I thank Dr. Abdul Salam and Mr. Biju S. Pillai to, give me this wonderful opportunity to share whatever little I know to the, teaching community. At this juncture, it is also my moral duty to thank Ms. Vani Srivatsava, who's the head of the department psychology, St. Joseph School in Abu Dhabi, for giving me such a very warm introduction. Thank you once again to all the participants. Let us begin the session. I'll just share my screen. Yes. Yeah. This always. Yeah. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Am I-
Very good. Very
Yes,
good.
yes, yes. So this session is about the art of questioning. And I always believe that every child, whether academically very strong or not so academically very strong, or, moderately strong, deserves our attention to get the right questions from the teacher, depending upon his or her own ability. Now, so first and foremost, my question would be, what is a question? Let me just briefly discuss and then we move on. A question is a sentence that seeks an answer for an information collection, tests and researches. Right questions obviously produce accurate responses and aids in collecting actionable qualitative as well as quantitative data. Questions have over the years evolved to different question types to now collect different sets of information. The types of questions used in a research study are decided by the information required, the nature of study, the time needed to answer, and the budget constraints of a study. So the art of asking the right question helps us to get deep insights, make informed decisions, and develop effective solutions. Okay. So to know how to ask good questions, we need to understand the basic question types. So today my focus is going to be to share with you the basic question types so that you develop the art of questioning very easily. Okay. Now, the first question type is the dichotomous question. Now, nobody needn't have to write down anything. Okay. Maybe only when I ask you for an answer, probably you can work out the question in a sheet of paper, because it's all linked to questions. Okay. So my humble request, the PPT will come to you, and I also took sir's permission. I will share whatever I have prepared on the topic with each one of you. So whenever I'm asking you all to frame a question, my humble request is you work on the question, right? So my first type of question would be the dichotomous question. What is this dichotomous question? Okay. See here, it says, do you agree with our new privacy policy? Okay. So there are two options that are given. That is either S or no. Next question, you just see this. Have you purchased any product from our website? Yes or no. So obviously, a dichotomous question is generally a yes-no close-ended question, and it is used only for a basic validation. So a one-word yes answer or a yes or a no question is used to understand if the person has ever used to make a purchase. Now, closed questions such as yes, no, true, no, yes or no, true or false, fair or unfair are questions that demand a specific response from the respondent. The respondents who answer yes and no can be bunched together into groups. Then you can ask different questions to both the groups. So my first question, normally my sessions are normally very interactive. So my first question, I will read out probably first 3 questions, okay? Can you frame a dichotomous question and put it up in the chat box? Come on. Can you frame a dichotomous? I give you, do you like ice cream? Wonderful, Radhika. Excellent. Excellent, Radhika. Do you like the taste of Maggi noodles? Wonderful. Do you like this webinar? Wonderful, Veera. Do you like music? Vidya Priya, do you like chocolate? Do you do you love to read books? Is it a Saturday? So have you attended that session? Would you like to go out in the evening? Do you like to dance? Do you like this dress? Absolutely stunning. Do you like me? Do you love your teacher? Wonderful. Do you like reading books? Skin help us feel. True or false? Wonderful. Are you interested in participating in the competition? Have you ever visited UAE? Can you help me? Wow. Wonderful. 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 Right? So I'm giving you about 16 to 18 types of questions, okay, today. Do you love yourself? Are you taller than 6 feet? Have you visited Mumbai before? Are you late to respond? Right. So this is how, are describing words called adjectives. Vidya, wonderful. Are you late to respond? Vinaya, fantastic. Fabulous. So whenever you have options given, okay, the question is very rightly called as a dichotomous question, right? Very beautiful question. Now, but I normally, when I give a question paper or prepare a question paper, my question does not have a dichotomous question. Why do you think I don't prefer a dichotomous question? Can anybody guess? Why do you think? Do you like your husband? I think all of us like our husbands. Pavani, yes, 100%. Probability works. That is beautiful, Vishali. Very good. Now, it gives answers only in yes and no. See, what happens? Students who are actually very good. Aishwarya, this is another reason. No explanation. Very, very correct. So, what happens is, in this yes or no, the possibility of guesswork could be very high. Students who are very bright can say either yes or either no. But when there are these average children or children who cannot, really guess, who can really know the correct fact, okay, they choose the wrong answer. And always remember this, whenever, as somebody rightly pointed out, I think it was Vaishali, whenever you are giving such a question, please ask students to validate with an answer. If yes, yes, state the reason. If no, state the reason. The reason should, yes, it's a less reliable tool. Very correct. Smita, it's a very reliable tool. Very, very correct. Right. So this is the first type of question. Right. Next, let us go to the next one. Okay. Let us go to the next one. Yes. This is, the next important thing is the multiple choice question. Now, teachers normally have a lot of problem while framing these multiple choice questions. And as a result, the answers to these multiple choice questions are normally wrong. Okay, I'll tell you why. First, I'll tell you what is a multiple choice questions. They are mostly used type of questions in which the respondent has to choose one answer or select one answer from many responses or from a given list of options. Now, the multiple choice question consists of an incomplete stem, okay? Correct answer or answers, incorrect answers, close alternatives, and distractors, okay? However, the questions are designed as it best matches the expected outcome. Typically, single, select questions, okay, are denoted by radio buttons, and multi-select questions are denoted by check boxes. An example of a multi-select, multi-choice question is a bank that would like to launch a new credit card and wants to make payment merchants usage. Okay, so what is the challenge? So you probably got me. You would have understood what I am trying to say. The question is not the problem. The answer actually is the problem in the multiple choice question. Now, please note that out of your 4 answers, if you give 2 answers which are absolutely wrong, so, they will, students will actually, easily delete 50%. Okay, they will. So that is not the way it should be done. Actually, if you ask me, all your 4 answers should be nearly the same type of answer, because the student should make an error while guessing the answer, or the student should be so perfect that the student should guess, or rather put a tick on the most appropriate option. But what we do as teachers is just for, making the question, we take 2 unwanted answers, okay, and put one close to the answer and one the obvious answer. My humble request, if you are giving multiple choice question, you have to spend a lot of time in, preparing these, question. Yes, distractors, yes, are allowed, okay, but the distractor must be linked to the topic. This is where we make a mistake. Something when we ask about photosynthesis, everything should be linked with photosynthesis. Now, the distractor could be something opposite of photosynthesis, or somewhere, close to photosynthesis, okay, which, some element which is not used for photosynthesis, that sort of a answer should be used. Yes, and very beautifully stated by Sashikala, the answer should collapse students' mind to find. Very beautiful, and the most toughest of all the questions, according to me, is the MCQ. Okay, so when you prepare this question, my humble request would be to spend a lot of time in this category of questions, right? Now, can you frame a MCQ question, okay, with 3 options. Come on, let me see who can do that. Can you frame an MCQ question with 3 options as its answers? Yes, Vidya, you're very right. No, I will discuss the questions at the end. Madam, yes, I will discuss. I will talk about the slow learners at the end. Yes. I will talk about the slow learners at the end. Okay. Can you please, type your question? Can you please type your question?
Dear participants, we'll be having a question and answer session at the end of Ms. Priya's discussion. So she will be taking up all the questions at that time. Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay, what is the capital of India? Wonderful. Mumbai, Calcutta, or New Delhi? Wonderful. Which gas is not released during photosynthesis? Oxygen, carbon dioxide, hydrogen. Fantastic, Ruby, fantastic, Sandhya. Superb. National animal, cheetah, tiger, leopard. Superb, superb. See, this has got a contrast. Okay, this has got a contrast. Okay, and these are some ways to evolve the MCQs. Oh, which of the following planets is known as a red planet? Venus, Mars, or Jupiter? Radhika, wonderful again. Excellent, excellent. Okay, beautiful. What are prime numbers? See, all the questions coming up. 2, 3, 9. Wonderful. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Too good, too good. Now, can I go to the next question? Okay, before that, I just want to explain one more thing. I had prepared a question. What type of credit cards do you have? Select who is India's current Prime Minister, Narendra Modi or Rahul Gandhi. Okay, fine. What type of credit cards do you have? Select all that apply. Visa, MasterCard, American Express, or, Discover or any other. Who is sick? Father, mother, siblings. Smallest composite number, 1, 2, 4, or 6. Wonderful. Fabulous. Great. Now I go to the next question. Now, the rank order scaling question. What do you mean by this rank order scaling question? Now, this rank order question type allows us to rank preferences in a question in the order of choice. Okay. Then see, I've purposely shared this so that it becomes very easy for you to understand. Okay. Use this question type to understand the, the 1 minute. I will 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute here. 1 minute. I want this. Just 1 minute, please. Yeah, fine. The chat box. Yeah. So this rank order question I was just discussing. So you can use this question type to understand the weightage that is, offered by the respondents to each question. The other type of rank order question is a drag and drop question type, where the respondent can rearrange options based on importance. An example of a rank order question is, a sports goods store looking to understand from respondents their choice of sports and the order they would place them. So like, suppose, please rank the following in the order of interest: skiing, snowboarding, and biking. So I could probably select snowboarding as 1, skiing as 2, and biking as 3. Now look at the slide, okay? The slide is very, clear. Chocolate is number 2, vanilla is number 1, and strawberry is number 3. Now see the drag option. So when you, use this drag option, you will find that measuring what rank the below features of a fitness tracker from most important to least important, okay? Most important obviously is measuring heartbeat, followed by measuring steps, third calories burnt, then even tracking exercise, then measuring distance. Tracking exercise actually should be, number 4. There's a mistake over there. Okay, fine. So this is how you will rank. Now, can you, make a question like this? Use only 3 items. Just use 3 items, please, and make a question like how I have made. Let me see who is the, fastest finger. How was your experience while shopping online? Okay. Okay. Bodmer's rule, 2 + 3 - 4. But no, madam, yeah. Arrange the following planets in order. Arrange the, 1 minute. I'll take this here. Can I move it here? Yeah. So, 1 minute. Yeah. Arrange the following planets in order from closest to farthest from the sun. Very correct. Venus, Earth, Mercury, Mars. Beautiful. Let me go to the next one. Most friction to least friction. Beautiful question. Again, okay. 1 minute. Let me... too many. Yeah. Rolling, sliding, static. Which is your favorite color? Red, blue, orange. Lovely. Whom do you like most in the family? Mother, father, brother, grandparents. Okay. How many planets are there in the solar system? Very good. And beautiful question again by Shanbagavalli. Arrange these animals according to their heights. Camel, horse, giraffe. Beautiful. Excellent. The 3 more messages. Arrange in ascending order, 2 by 9, 1 by 7, 4 by 5 by Shilpa. How satisfied are you with today's workshop? Good, very good, excellent, fabulous. Right. So you have understood rank order, scaling, scaling question. Okay, very good. Yes. The next question, please. Let me go to the next one. Yeah, and one very nice question. 1 minute, that grams, milligrams, and kilograms, I think. Yes, grams, kilograms, milligrams. Very good. Fabulous. Now let's go to the next one. Then this is again another beautiful question, a text slider question. It's again a rating question type that uses an interactive slider in answer to select the most appropriate option. The option scales are well defined and on the same continuum. Rating scales are used to measure the direction and intensity of the attitudes. You can also use a text slider, okay, where either end of the option has an anchor, okay? So how satisfied are you with the following? See here, website, then customer service, then overall, okay? Very, this thing. Then leather seats, then fuel efficiency. This is a live question, so I've just taken the image and I have put there. So you'll have to I'm just showing you how it works. Then fuel efficiency, hybrid engine, and airbags. So okay, let us yes. Now can we get one text slider question, please? 1 or 2 text slider questions, please. On a scale of 0 to 5, how satisfied are you with today's workshop? Wonderful. So you can move the text slider 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wonderful, Radhika. Excellent. Yes. Beautiful. Next. Can I get one more question? How would you rate your overall experience with our website, school website? 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So are you happy with the transport facilities? So you can just, or with any, or suppose this exit chits also at the end of the day that you give to the students, you can use this. What's your favorite scent? Very good. Excellent. How much do you like reading books? Wonderful. Wonderful. Absolutely splendid. Now, my next question. Okay. This is also another, what do you call, very beautiful question. Okay. Now, Likert scale. Okay. This Likert scale is one of the most used types of questions by market researchers to evaluate their target audience opinions and attitudes. This type of question is essential in measuring a respondent's opinion or belief towards a given subject. Okay. The answer option is typically a 5, 7, or a 9-point agreement scale used to measure respondents' agreements with various, statements. Likert scales can be unipolar, indicating a respondent to think of the presence or absence of quality, or they can be bipolar, mentioning 2 different qualities and defining the relative proportion of those qualities, right? So see here, one minute, I will take this here so that you can, rate your level of agreement with each statement. Okay. Chocolate ice cream is delicious. Here they agree. Okay. And then your 1 minute, please. Again, I'm trying to, So chocolate ice cream is delicious, agree. Then chocolate ice cream is satisfying, strongly agree. Then chocolate ice cream is indulgent, neither agree nor disagree. I have used a scale, 5-point scale for this type of question. Okay. So can you give me one statement, okay, with, with any of these parameters? Give me a statement. We will use, anyway, the parameters have to be strongly disagree, neither agree. Yes. Online workshop is, 1 minute. Online workshop. 1 minute. What do you feel about maths class? Strongly, how do you feel about maths class? No, you cannot say, how do you feel about maths class? Is maths class interesting? Is maths class boring? Is maths class, during your maths class, do you do projects? That is the type of question. That should be the type of statements. And that strongly agree, disagree can be used for those type of statements. Okay. Then I feel confident in solving, algebraic equations. Very correct. Now, strongly disagree, all that. Very good. Excellent. Then next one, the activity that is completed are relevant to the topic. Very, very good. Excellent. Then how would you rate the quality of the product purchased? Wonderful. How much do you agree with the following statement? Online workshop is better than offline workshop. Fantastic. Fantastic. Now the next one. I go to the next one. 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah. Now, next is this semantic differentiation, differential scale. Now, semantic differential scale, okay, is a type of question that asks people to rate a product, a company, brand, or any entity within the frames of a multi-point rating option. Okay. For instance, if the National Health Association wants to collect the right answer or feedback on government insurance policies from the general public, the following, could be administered. Given your most recent experience, please rate the following question on a scale of 1 to 7. How likely are you going to use our service again? How was your experience with our customer support team, right? So can you give me one such question, please? Can you give me one such questions? Please rate your feelings about the new mobile app. Okay. Okay. Fantastic. How responsive is this app? Fast or slow? Okay. No, here it is again 1 to 7. Okay. It is only 1 to 7. So don't use that options. How was your exam? Okay. But rate your feelings about the new mobile app. How do you feel about working in groups during the maths class? Very academic question. Very good, Nisha. Very good. Excellent. Then, too good. Right. So you have understood this. Then the next one. Now, next one is this staple scale question. Now, the staple scale question is again a close-ended rating scale with a single adjective developed to gather respondent insights about a particular subject or an event. Okay. For example, if an airline wants to collect feedback on multiple attributes of a respondent's flying experience. Okay. So please rate your flying experience with us on the basis of check-in process. So one thing you will take and you will give different parameters based on that one thing. Now I'm talking about flying experience. So check-in process, then next food, then third important thing, crew service, then fourth one is overall. Okay. So can I get at least 2 staple scale questions? Okay. Related to the main heading. Okay. So your subheadings should be related to the main heading, right? Anybody? Online learning is effective. Okay. So is online learning effective? Okay. So what all will you ask linked to online learning? What is that you will ask linked to online learning? How important is a product durability to you? But now in your answer, your sub-questions should have questions related to product durability. Now, when are you, yes, engaging, convenient, all that you can put. Is ordering food online safe? But your sub-parameters should be based on your food online, okay? How do you like the ambience of a hotel, right? So it should be, your sub-question should be based on ambience. Are you happy with this online shopping? So you must select, parameters, sub-parameters based on online shopping. Excellent. Now let me go to the next one. Okay. The next one is constant sum question. The constant sum question is also a rank order question type where the respondent can select options in the form of numerics. Okay. And a constant sum question allows respondents to enter numeric values for a set of variables, but requires them to add up to a pre-specified total, right? Now look at this. How much of 40 hours working time last week did you spend with conferences, telephoning, email communication, project A, project B? Some, it creates a numeric expression. Okay. Can I get 1 or 2 questions based on this constant sum question? How much time do you spend in social media? Right. Okay. Okay. Then, any more? Any more? Any more? How much time did you take to do it? Do what, Vidya? Yes. How much hour do you spend on your mobile? Very good. How relevant was the content to your needs? Wonderful. Wonderful. Now, when you're talking of content, you have to specify what content. How much time did it take to prepare the lesson plan? Okay. How long did you spend for learning each subject? How much time did you spend for your studies? How many hours did you binge? Okay. How much quality time did you spend with your family? Wonderful question, Lakwinder. Very good. Excellent. So you have, but here in this constant sum question, you will be providing only numeric values. How much time is your assessment? Very good. Now let me go to the next one. After this constant sum question, my next is, comment, what you call open comment box, open-ended question. See, very clearly it states, okay, the comment box open-ended questions are used to collect any feedback or suggestions that could be very long. They are open text format such that the respondent can answer based on their complete knowledge, feelings, and understanding. Okay. So this is this sort of an comment box will be provided. Okay. So hence this question type is used when the organization is conducting a study, would like to justify a selection in a prior question, or when extensive feedback is required from the respondent, So can you give me an comment box open-ended question? So open-ended questions are normally, application questions where the respondent is expected to think and answer. What are your thoughts on strict diet? Wonderful, Darshana. Very good. Excellent. Yes. How was your day? What did you do today? Okay, wonderful. Give a feedback of our services. Lakwinder, very good. Rajni, very good. Write the process of photosynthesis. Right. Mention the takeaway from today's workshop. Wonderful. So these are all open-ended questions. Right. Now let me go to the next one. How do you feel today? Now see, this is the next one. The text questions. Okay. There are three types of text questions. The single row text, only one line is given. A numeric text box where only numbers can be entered. And third is email address, that is insert email address for further correspondence, right? Then this is something very easy. So let's go to the next one. Contact information question. Now this question type is an open-ended question with multiple rows of text indicated with a title, and the textual characters are regulated. This type of a question collects respondents' information like full name, okay, address, email address, phone number, age, and sex. Okay. Right. Now, next is, we just did this 1 minute. Yeah, we finished all this. Now, let me go to the next one. Yes, we finished this also. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Yes. Now, next question, okay, is the, what you call, a question which is linked to, a demographic, a demographic. So a demographic question captures the demographic data from a population set. They are used to identify age. They are used to identify gender, income, race, geographic place of residence, number of children, etc. Demographic data helps you to paint a more accurate picture for a group of people. So please select your age group. See, I just gave randomly, the age group, 18 to 24, 25 to 29. Okay. 30 to 34, 35 to 39, 40 to 44, 45 to 49, and so on. Can I get a demographic question today, please? Anybody who has the will to share a demographic question. Yes, your age for applying for driving license. Fantastic, Lakhwinder. Yes, please select your weight. Okay. What is your ethnic background? Fantastic. Rate this webinar. Again, it's coming to this webinar. More questions, please. Gender, age, religion, caste. Mohammed Salim, wonderful. Excellent. Select your class. Very good. Sarika, very good. Superb. Right. Now, what language do you primarily speak at home? Right. Fantastic. What is your gender? Very good. Excellent. Let me go to the next one. Matrix table question. What is this matrix table questions? Now, matrix table questions are arranged in a tabular format with questions listed on the left of the table while the answers are at the top of the table. There are multiple variants of the matrix table question type, So the spreadsheet is used to insert text while answering questions. So, now you just see this. Customer service. Do you rate us for the customer service as poor, below average, average, good, or excellent? It's marked as good. Delivery. Is it poor, below average, average, good, or excellent? Shopping experience. Again, here it is marked excellent. Quality, it is marked as good. So, it is given in a matrix form, right? Very nice. Then, let us go to the next type of question. Okay, 1 minute. Yeah. Now, this is again another, type of question. It is called, but it's just a modification of the matrix question. It is called as the side-by-side matrix question. Based on your recent online shopping experience, please rate below items based on how important they are for you. See, one sort of matrix, gives you the importance. And the second sort of matrix, tries to determine your satisfaction for that experience. Okay. Now, see the parameters. Parameters are again linked to shopping experience. That is how user-friendly they are. How is the, interface? How is the speed of the transaction? How was the product catalog? How was the customer service? And how is the returns policy? Right? Then, let me go to the next one. Max differential question, it is called as the maximum differential scaling, or the max diff question is a question type where the respondents are given a set of attributes and asked to indicate the best and the worst attributes. I mean, yes, there could be only one of each option in the final response. Okay, so one could be the best and one could be the worst. Can I get one question, one or two questions for max differential question, please? Yes. Your favorite actor. Okay. Can I get the options? I'm more interested in the options. What questions to ask about? I'm more interested in the options, please. Yes. Okay. Amitabh, Shahrukh, Ranbir, Akshay. So who is the worst and who is the best? Wonderful. Wonderful. Anyone? Can I get one more question? Disney duck characters, Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Goofy. Wonderful. So you got a brief idea about it. Very good. 1 minute. Let me go to the, next one. Aditya. Yes. Now I finished the side-by-side matrix. Now max differential matrix. Select what are your favorite sports? Kho-kho, cricket, volleyball. Sultana, very good. Excellent. Excellent. Fabulous. Okay. Now let me go to the next one. Okay. Push to social question. Now, push to social question types allows you to share reviews or feedback to a social media site like Facebook, Twitter, and Google. It is used to create a positive vibe about your brand on social media. Alternatively, you can address customer satisfaction issues and negative feedback before they go out on social media. Just this is maybe, it can be used for economics when teachers are teaching economics, commerce, all these sort of questions are really useful, right? Now, okay, these are the general type of questions, but you should know under what category of questions each of these actually follow. Now, first thing is open questions, okay? These open questions are useful in getting another person to speak. They often begin with words who, what, where, why, how, tell, explain, and describe. Explain questions, open questions can be used as statements. For example, tell me about the, the rainfall yesterday. Okay, give me examples of dicotyledonous fruits. Okay, then they can provide you with a good deal of information while using very few questions to uncover it. So some of the examples of open question: how would you describe school to others? What would you do if you were a teacher for a day? If you could study only one subject, what would you pick and why? How could we improve the school day? See, so they're all very general questions, open question. Should school be for 5 days per week and why? So this asks for more opinions, and there's more elaborate discussion could be had on the given questions. So can I get some open questions in the chat box, please? Can I get some open questions? Anybody? What is the impact of pollution on us? Very good. How do you celebrate Diwali? Very good. What features do you find most valuable in your product and why? Very good. Excellent. Did you like the movie? Write about Hindi Day program. Should we need 3 PT class per week? You'll be the best teacher if they give you. What change will you bring if you are the principal of the school? What would you do if you are a CM for your state for a day? Wonderful. Fantastic. So it really, these are examples of open questions. Now see here, the next one, I'm giving you another one. The close-ended questions, which we all love to ask, do you like our product or service? You can only say yes, or you can only say no. Did you find this meeting helpful? You can only say yes or no. Then, would you like considering our product service again? Yes or no. Now, see here, look how you can convert a close-ended question to an open-ended question. What do you find most useful about our product or service? So, the person will have a scope to speak about the product. Then, how did you feel about this meeting? Whether it was boring, whether it was interesting, lot of data was given, the PowerPoint was, fabulous, or, there was lot of discussion with the participants. You can give so many answers. Okay. Would you consider consider using our product service again? So you can ask, re-ask the question. What would make you consider using our product again? Right? Fabulous. Now, does corporal punishment work? Very good. But is cryptocurrency really valuable? Now, but what would you like in your school? Was this session interesting or boring? How was your day, good or bad? So you have tried to convert, yes, these are all close-ended questions, but never, as a good teacher, try to make your questions open-ended, right? Very good. Now, my next... my next 1 minute. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Then let us go to these specific questions. Okay. Now, these specific questions, if you realize, they are used to only determine facts. Okay, and they can be used up as a follow-up question to an open question where you need specific information but don't want an yes and no answer. Hereafter, after this workshop, you should not ask these yes or no questions. That is my humble request to each one of you. An example for a specific question: how much time did you spend doing that? Okay, then probing questions. My next very beautiful set of questions would be probing questions. Why do you think that this is the case? Okay, which gives, a probing question could be asked only by a person who has, learned the content in a very deep way, or where the teacher has taught with great depth, paying a lot of emphasis to concept learning. Okay, so that is where you can ask probing questions. So what sort of impact do you think? How did you decide? How did you determine? How did you conclude? What is the connection between this and that? What if the opposite were true? Then what? Okay. So can I get few probing questions, please? So they check for more detail. What is the relation between temperature and pressure? How would you approach the problem differently? Wonderful. Mary and Sandhya, very good. Very good. Ayyo, I'm so scared because I have a new laptop and yes. What is the relation between temperature and how will you explain NEP? Okay. Then why is square a regular polygon? Excellent. How did the king reach out to deliver the judgment? Outstanding, Jyoti. Very good. Veera also, your question is excellent. So these are all in-depth questions. Okay. Can I get a few more? Can I get a few more? What is the difference between childish and childhood? Excellent. How did you compare and contrast yourself with PV Sindhu? Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. How do you explain Bhagavad Gita related to our life? What evidence supports your idea? What are improper fractions? Can you describe data quality? What do you think will happen if all the trees are cut down? Specify the main character trait of Sophie. Wonderful, wonderful, excellent. Okay, next, hypothetical questions. Okay, what are hypothetical questions? Now, these pose a theoretical situation in the future. They allow you to uncover what someone is thinking, how they might react to something or deal with something should it occur, meaning they could be used in interviews to find out how people might cope with new situations. See, hypothetically, if it existed, what would be the response? How would you react if I told you that there was a spider on your shoulder? How would you die if you could choose? What would you do if you heard someone saying bad things about your friend? What would you say if person in this room asked you out on a date? What would you do if someone pushed in front of you while you were waiting to be served at a cafe? Okay, so can you give me one or two hypothetical questions, please? What would happen if fantastic. What would happen if, 1 minute, wait, 1 minute, so that I go back. Okay, what would happen if ice sheets in Antarctica melt? What would you do if there is no air for a day? This is again hypothetical. Okay, wonderful. Then what would you do? Yes, we've gone through this. Then what would you do how would you escape if you were kidnapped? Very good. What would you do if you were in the sun? What would you do if the world ends tomorrow? Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Okay. Then the next type of question, which I always tell, what if robots took over all human jobs? How would society change? What would you do for the poor if you become a billionaire? Wow, fantastic. Okay. What would happen if one day you find dinosaurs reappear? What would you do if you won the lottery? Fabulous. Great questions. Okay. Now, next and the last 1 minute, I will. Yes, 1 minute. Let me go back to the hypothetical question. Then let me go to the reflective questions. Okay. Now, the reflective questions, whenever I do these experiential learning exercises, I have told my teachers that they should do a reflection exercise with their students, and you should train the students for this reflection. Now, when you go back home, okay, you also should do reflection about the work that was done by you as well as the students in the class. Now, you should train students to ask reflective questions. What prior knowledge did I have? How did I act during the event? What did I learn from the event that I did not know before? You know, what links can I make between my experience and other event ideas from my studies? How can I use the knowledge that I have gained from this event or experience in the future? Are there any interpretations of the event? Do I need to consider them? What are the implications of what has happened? Very good. How can we use different types of questions learned today? Fantastic. What would you do? What were you most proud of? Okay, what changes would you bring? What strategies did you use to solve the problem, and were they effective? Okay, what can I do to improve English communication? Very good. Now, in my students, or yes, very good. How did others influence your decision? What did you learn from this story? Lovely. Absolutely lovely. What was the most challenging part of this task for you? Okay, what changes would you bring about in our country if you were the president of India? Right, fabulous. Now let me go to 1 minute. 1 minute, nothing to worry. Yes. The next sort of questions are the leading questions. Okay. Most people are excited about a new product. Are you? What makes it leading? This question may prompt a particular answer. In this case, yes, based on the closely connected statement that most people are excited about the new product. So some of the leading questions could be, how much do you like X? How delighted are you with Y? Can I get a few leading questions, please? So your question, how do you make it leading with the, part of the answer in the question? Okay. So your question should be exciting also to make it a leading question. Most of the women have ordered mixtures. Don't you believe that recycling helps the environment? Do you know about nanotechnology? Okay, wonderful. Right? Why do you like vanilla ice creams? Okay. Won't you agree that our prices are reasonable? Right? See, here it is, it is there in the question itself that the prices are reasonable. Right? Fantastic. Is it true that staying healthy requires regular exercise? So you have given a part of the answer in the question itself. Lovely. So these are leading questions, examples of leading questions. Then rhetorical questions, okay, often used to make a point, but they don't need an answer. They can be used to make people think. And some examples of rhetorical questions are, how much time do I need to tell you to put this right? Or who wouldn't want to be healthy? See this, so silly it looks, but it is a rhetorical question. Is rain wet? Can fish swim? Can birds fly? Do dogs bark? Do cats meow? Is hell hot? Is the sky blue? Is water wet? Don't you care about me? But they are often, do you know about ChatGPT? Do you like maths or English? Obvious. Can you imagine a day without, is the sun bright? Perfect. Smita, that's correct. So it's obviously bright, Yes, it's obviously bright. So it's a rhetorical, question. Is sugar sweet? Fantastic. Very, very good. Any more? Is the maths, is maths subject? So you are trying to say maths subject is tough. No. Then is salt white? Very good, Krishna Prabha. Okay. How can we expect different results with, no, this is not a rhetorical question. Is plastic harmful to nature? So you're trying to say plastic is harmful to nature. Is sun yellow or is sun white? Or you can say, is sun yellow? Okay, fantastic. Now, these are rhetorical questions. Now, see here, this is something very, very important that we have to understand as teachers. Whenever you give factual questions, it is the lowest, level of questioning, believe me. And understanding is a little better. And whenever you ask students to apply the concepts, okay, it is mid of the triangle, the learning triangle. And the best forms of, assessments come with questions that are, help in creating, then help analyzing, and also help in evaluating. I just want to share an example. When my son was studying in Singapore, I happened to, visit the academic director in the Nanyang Technological University. And I, being an academic person, I asked him about the different types of questions that come in the question paper. Now, there I found that they don't ask knowledge type of questions at all. Believe me, it is about maybe out of a scale of 100, 2 marks is given maybe for knowledge questions. So, as far as possible, okay, and most of their questions are application, based questions. Now, this is linked with my son's experience. Now, the next, because I am working for an international school, the Cambridge assessment, how it works out, none of the questions, believe me, are, they don't ask any factual questions at all. Everything revolves around the concept. So either the students are analyzing a situation, then they are evaluating, a scenario, or, or they are applying the concept in a new situation. So, it is initially a little difficult to frame such questions, but the magic, as I always say, is in the hands of the teacher. Nothing is, everything is possible by the teacher. This is my strong and firm belief. With this, I always request you, ask right questions, ask probing questions, ask reflective questions. These are some of my favorite, questions. Ask open-ended questions, ask specific questions, to your students. With this, I would, like to end my, presentation, and I hand over to the moderator of the session for the questions.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And we have the dais open for questions. So all those who are interested in asking any questions can please go ahead. And ma'am, we would like to revert back to a question that was asked earlier.
Yes.
It was by Miss Pooja, and she was asking about what about the very slow learners?
Yes.
How do
Now,
we frame the
yes.
questions to help them out?
See, you won't believe. Today morning also, one of my students, I was working with one of my students, okay? She is, she has, learning disabilities, okay? And I've made the teacher frame the answers in such a way that she is able to understand and able to write it in her own words. So the teacher took a lot of effort to simplify the content, okay, according to her needs. So what you need to do, if the learners are slow, no problem, you frame questions according to their level of understanding. okay, according to their level of understanding. This is my earnest request to all the teachers.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I believe that would have satisfied the clarification. And ma'am, there was another question which was put up in the chat. I am really not sure whether it was an example for your questions, but
Oh.
what Sasmita had put up, how can we expect different results with the same approach? Do you have some insight about this?
See, different, can you repeat, ma'am? Different?
There was a question which said, how can we expect different results with the same approach?
Now, when you are talking of results, ma'am, in the primary classes or in the secondary classes, here we are trying to improve their communication skills. We are trying to improve their language skills. We don't want them to go for rote memory. So here the teacher actually should spend more time in evaluating the right, answer. Is the answer written by the student justified to the question that is asked? And here the teacher also should be extra truthful in giving the right marks for each question. So that is where we stand, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Anyone who would like to ask questions, we still have the chat box open for that, and ma'am is definitely there to help us out with our clarifications. So please feel free, anyone who would like to ask any questions and clarify the doubts. Although I believe, ma'am, it was a very interesting and a very enriching and thought-provoking session. So if we try to put it in practice, we will definitely have many more engaging students.
Yes, definitely. Deep learning is what actually matters. The
Yes,
in-depth learning, the in-depth preparation. And suppose, children are going wrong in a particular maths problem or a physics problem or a physics concept, it means that the concept has not gone through into the student's head. So you must revise the concept again, to ensure that deep learning takes place. We want to always, we're always in short of time and we want to hurry the, process. So when we hurry, results also are little devastating and damaging, which we also should understand.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for all the input. Ma'am, I think you've clarified all the doubts. We do not have any more questions coming up. So thank
Yes,
you, ma'am,
ma'am.
and
Yeah.
our heartfelt gratitude and appreciation for the enlightening and insightful discourse. And it was a truly interactive session, ma'am, with you taking the pains of reading out the questions which were set up along with the names of the participants also. So that was really interesting, and I believe it motivated quite a lot of educators over here. So I'm confident that we are now better equipped for Socratic Meiotic, an educational method named after Socrates that focuses on discovering answers by asking questions, making them more fruitful and engaging, the way ma'am has carried out her session right now. I'm sure our queries now will enable the students to explore more. Dear participants, please note that the link to the certificate and the feedback form has already been shared in the meeting chat. Kindly complete the form with all the necessary details. On behalf of Extra Mile Education and Training and Bharat Transformers Academic Group, I, Vani Srivastava, would like to express our sincere thanks to Ms. Priya Murli for sharing a valuable insight and words of wisdom. I would also like to extend a special thank you to Dr. Abdul Salam for his unwavering support and for providing this wonderful opportunity. And last but not the least, a huge thank you to all the participants for your incredible enthusiasm. We sincerely hope we have earned the privilege of your lifetime. Thank you so much. Have a great evening ahead. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, participants. Thank you, Salam sir and Biju sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Priya, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Every session is a new lady, especially Priya ma'ams. So we are learning a lot of new things, though we are familiar with the questions, but the terms and all, you familiarized with us. So thank you so much. And now those who have joined are very much benefited, and definitely they will take care of when preparing questions and all. They will definitely take care of, and you will come into their mind and heart, definitely. Priya ma'am, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Yeah, great effort. Indeed, it's a great effort. Preparing. You have prepared notes also for the participants, and please send the notes tomorrow morning. We will be
Yeah.
mailing to
Yes,
them.
sir. Yes.
Yeah, and thank you, Vani Srivastava ma'am, for the good job you have done. Thank you so much for the help for leading the show, helping us with moderating the session. We are looking forward to another next session from Priya ma'am, and the fourth
Next month, sir.
Saturdays. Yeah,
Yes,
fourth
next
Saturday is
Saturday.
reserved for you.
Yes, sir.
We will keep enriching and enhancing the knowledge of the educators in whichever way is possible. Our bit of effort will definitely reach you and will give you more benefit in your journey towards excellence. So thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Priya ma'am. Thank you once again, Vani ma'am, Mr. Biju Espillai, and all the participants. Have a very good night. Keep learning, learn more. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. Priya, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah,
Good
thank you,
night.
Salam, sir. Thank you, Vani, ma'am, Biju, sir, and all the participants. Thank you. Have a
Thank you.
wonderful evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Good night, everybody. Good night.
Thank you